All right, so this is part 3. So in this stream, this was also on January 4th at 4:23 p.m. 4:23 in Strong's means without reproach, never caught doing wrong, and without blame. So in the stream, I was watching Rhonda Empson. She's a sister on YouTube. She was showing me something, and it looked like a vision with words, and I can't remember what the words had said. But then behind her, it showed in her video just a huge earthquake, and I could see like the earthquake was so strong that the drawers in the dresser were coming in and out of the dresser, and the shaking was just so violent. And she had looked up, and then right above her, it like zoomed out, and I could see this floating barn over her head. And this barn was just levitating, and it just dropped perfectly on top of her, and she was like perfectly placed inside of it. And then there was a change of scenes, and I watched as this earthquake started shaking so intensely that these row of like condos or apartment buildings just started to crumble. And as they were crumbling, I saw this massive dragon, and this dragon flied into this building and grabbed a monkey, and the monkey like got on the dragon's back, and then the dragon then chuckled and flew off. So I kind of believe that there's just so many pieces to this dream. But I believe that the first part of the dream has to do with the rapture. And I have been shown before that we are brought back for rapture missions. And I don't know if that's like symbolic or literal. I believe that it's literal. And then in this dream, it kind of looked more symbolic of like the barn coming back down. And actually in Rhonda's dreams that she goes over, a lot of her dreams that include barns always had to do with rapture. And like her being raptured, or, you know, like being at the marriage supper. So I kind of had like a feeling that had to do with it, like coming back down, like us coming back down for a short time, or if we're going to be transformed here, do some work, and then go up. Not sure exactly how all that works. But this could be interpreted a lot of different ways. So that was just what I started piecing together. Also, in the second part, where the dragon came and got the monkey. So we all know that the dragon is symbolic of Satan. I believe that the monkey was symbolic of the Antichrist. So when the shaking started, he got reunited with the Antichrist. Like they got together and they wickedly laughed like they were going to go be mischievous and start creating havoc upon the earth. So I found that very interesting. Next stream, this was on January 5th at 1:50 a.m. I had a dream within a dream, and this dream started in a rain forest, and someone was trying to convince me to hold a baby snake. I said, nope. And they kept trying to convince me, and I said, it's not going to happen. And then I saw a massive anaconda slither by me. It was as thick as a gallon of milk. And then there was a change of scenes. I had been in a campsite with my cousins, Anthony and Kaylin, and I saw as their baby had vanished out of their arms, and they were so grieved. And shortly after, I saw them holding a baby, and it looked very similar to their baby that they had before. And I was like, that's weird. And I asked them what happened, and they said they bought a replacement. And on the campsite table, I saw an egg-like capsule the size of a suitcase, and inside looked like on the like outside, it had a picture, and it just looked like a rubber fetus looking thing. And But when they were holding it, it looked real. Like it acted real. And the suitcase looking capsule, it looked like a womb, like the inside of a mother's womb. And I was just completely disturbed. It looked creepy and unnatural. And as they held this clone or robot infant, I don't know what it was scientific. It was not man-made. It was not from God. Or it was man-made. It was not from God. It was just really disturbing. And I looked over at a neighboring couple, and the wife was cooking and the man was standing next to her, and I watched as they both vanished, and then their clothes dropped where they were at, and after several minutes, like nobody had noticed that they were gone. And I thought like, am I the only one who like saw them vanish right now? And after about like 5 minutes or so, I watched as they returned in the exact same place, exactly what they were doing before. And I was shocked. And this woman looked at me, and she knew that I knew what had just happened. And she mouthed the words, "Yes, you saw that correctly." And I woke up out of this dream, and I started work and was just super disturbed at how quickly things had changed. And like the atmosphere of everything was just like super dark and gloomy and gray. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's not just like a cloudy day. It was like a heavy grayness over the like as if you put a gray filter on everything that you looked at. Like it was like super dark and gloomy. And I was just super disturbed at how things were changing so quickly. And I went to do the dishes, and the water was like dirt brown and staining all the dishes. I left to go get some food and remembered stressing about what would be clean to eat. I stopped at a sandwich shop, and I walked inside and saw a poster of a woman who was a gladiator of sorts with a porn-like bikini. And as I ordered my sandwich, I waited, and the wait room had a mattress on it, and I laid down as my migraine started to escalate. My sister laid next to me. I began rebuking out loud the evil spirits in the room. I started because my migraine was creeping back, and I rejected the sickness and continued to rebuke the evil from that room. I then rolled over and saw I was lying on a mattress with no sheets. And then I saw a Arbonne skincare bottle with marijuana inside of it. I got up to check on my ham and cheese melt, and as I walked in, I saw the girl from the poster glued to a computer screen. She looked gothic and dark. I took my sandwich and asked my sister to wait in the car. I asked the man, "Sir, have you heard the good news? The gospel of Jesus?" He said, "No." I said, "If you have just a few minutes, I would love to steal your time." And he said, "Okay." But it was clear he was not thrilled to hear me out. I started with the gospel and how Jesus died for our sins and rose on the third day. I said, many people believe in God in this gospel, but they're still going to hell because they don't have a relationship with Jesus. They don't know him. The church is leading people astray. It wasn't until I got into the Bible for myself and started seeking Jesus that the truth was revealed to me. I explained that I was having dreams and visions. I said that Jesus in the Great Tribulation was at the door. He was like, "No way!" And he actually looked excited now. And I said, "Yeah, so many people are going to hell if they don't turn from their wicked ways and seek the Lord." I explained my dreams from the babies disappearing and the rapture. I told him I've had many rapture dreams, tsunami dreams, asteroids, earthquakes, and many more. He looked thrilled. I said, "I can send you the YouTube link." And then the dream ended. So there was a lot of pieces in this. Like I said, in this one too, I saw the woman disappear and reappear. So I keep thinking this is telling me that there's going to be rapture missions, or people are going to come back for a short period of time. I don't know this for sure. This is just what I'm interpreting. But I thought it was noteworthy and worth sharing. All right. I'll call this one a close. All right. I'll start the next part.